How do you feel about them taking over the building right now?
I think that their cause is a just cause, and I hope that the administration really hears their demand.
Do you feel like it was right to hold 3 of the janitor workers hostage within inside of the building?
I think that's a really false narrative.
The janitors are saying that they weren't allowed to leave.
I think that that's a really false narrative.
Even if the janitors are saying that, you're saying that that's not true.
I think that it's a really false narrative that the students took anyone hostage.
How do you feel about some of the Jewish students saying that they don't feel safe here on campus?
I think that this is also a really false narrative that's being promoted.
Do you think October 7th and the attack that happened is a false narrative? Do you believe that some of the women were raped?
Colleague just came back.
So this is what happened.
Can you get out of my face, please?
As you know, that it's actually factual now that the janitorial workers were blocked inside of the building.
Okay, Jessica, do you feel safe? And what is security like on campus?
I don't feel safe anymore. And like I was saying, there's security presence on campus, and in fact, they installed like a new security checkpoint outside of Butler Library. Again, I don't feel safe because there's so many reports, and I've talked to people who've confessed on camera that they're getting IDs from students and they're not a student, and then they just swipe in. And there was professional burglars who helped break into Hamilton Hall. And again, there's no response from public safety. They were truly nowhere to be found tonight.
We learned tonight, there's video of this actually that we've posted on Twitter, where people are climbing through the windows from the street. People that are presumably non-affiliates, climbing into the windows of a dormitory building, actually. It's John Jay Dorm. And they're climbing through the windows and coming onto campus and presumably joining the protest. So Columbia has completely lost control of its gates.
I mean, we had a hostage situation in that building. Some of the janitorial staff weren't allowed to get out of the building. They finally did get out. How do you feel about them still not inviting NYPD back onto the campus to arrest them?
Part of me really wants to see NYPD force these students to face consequences for their very belligerent, very violent actions. And another part of me understands that this movement will only become more inflamed if they do face more arrests. So I'm thinking maybe more academic punishments like failure, automatic failure of classes, or just some other more painful, like long-term disciplinary action that can affect their, job prospects upon graduation.
Daily Caller Patriots have access to thousands of exclusive articles and interviews, including with such great people as Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, Donald Trump Jr. It's time to ditch the corporate narratives and the media spin. You deserve so much better. Become a Daily Caller Patriot today.